Every person in life must choose between two types of pain, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Both are real, both are unavoidable, but one of them will build your future, while the other will slowly destroy it. The pain of discipline is the discomfort you feel when you push yourself to do what is necessary instead of what is easy. It is waking up early when your body wants more sleep. It is working on your goals when distractions are everywhere. It is practicing, learning, improving, even when no one is watching and no one is applauding you. Discipline often feels heavy in the moment. It demands effort. It demands patience. It demands consistency. On some days it feels frustrating and exhausting. Your mind will tell you to stop. Your comfort zone will try to pull you back. And many people give in to that voice because they want immediate comfort. But the comfort that comes from avoiding discipline is temporary. It feels good for a moment, but it slowly creates a deeper and more painful consequence later in life. That consequence is called regret. The pain of regret is far heavier than the pain of discipline. It is the feeling of looking back and realizing you could have done more. It is the realization that you had potential opportunities and time, but you did not use them. Regret does not appear immediately. It grows slowly, quietly, and then one day it hits you with full force. Imagine waking up 10 years from now and realizing that the dreams you once had are still just dreams. The business you wanted to start never began. The skills you wanted to learn were never developed. The life you imagined for yourself remained only an idea. That moment hurts more than any early morning workout, any late-night study session, or any difficult sacrifice you could make today. Discipline is painful in the present, but regret is painful in the future. The challenge is that humans naturally choose what feels good right now instead of what will benefit them later. Our minds are wired to avoid discomfort when we face something difficult. We look for excuses. We say we will start tomorrow. We say we are not ready yet. We say the timing is not perfect. Tomorrow turns into next week turns into next year, and slowly time moves forward while our dreams stay behind. Successful people understand something that others ignore. They understand that discipline is actually a form of freedom. At first, this idea might sound strange. How can discipline be freedom? Discipline looks like restrictions. It looks like effort. It looks like sacrifice. But the truth is that discipline creates the life most people wish they had. When you develop discipline, you gain control over your actions. When you control your actions, you begin shaping your future intentionally instead of randomly. You stop being controlled by distractions, emotions, and temporary desires. Think about someone who wants to become strong and healthy. If they avoid discipline, they may enjoy comfort today. They skip workouts, eat whatever they want, and avoid physical effort for a while. Everything feels easy. But years later, the body becomes weak, energy disappears, and health problems appear. That is the pain of regret. Now think about the person who chooses discipline. They exercise regularly. They control their habits. They push through discomfort when they feel tired. In the moment, it may feel difficult, but over time their body becomes stronger, their energy increases, and their confidence grows. The same principle applies to every area of life learning. New skills requires discipline. Building a successful career requires discipline. Creating meaningful relationships requires discipline. Personal growth always requires effort. Nothing valuable is built without consistent effort. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is that motivation will solve everything. They wait until they feel motivated before taking action. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you feel excited and powerful. Other days you feel tired, distracted, or doubtful. If your progress depends only on motivation, you will move forward only on the days when you feel good. Discipline is different. Discipline means you act even when motivation is missing. You show up when it is inconvenient. You continue when Progress feels slow. You keep going even when the results are not immediately visible. That is where real transformation begins. Every small disciplined action sends a message to your brain. It tells your mind that you are a person who follows through over time. This builds confidence. You begin trusting yourself more. You know that when you set a goal, you will actually work toward it, and that trust in yourself is one of the most powerful forces in life. Another important truth about discipline is that it becomes easier over time at the beginning. Everything feels difficult because your mind is used to comfort. But as you repeat disciplined actions daily, they slowly become habits. Habits reduce resistance. What once felt impossible begins to feel normal. Waking up early becomes routine. Working on your goals becomes part of your lifestyle. Improvement becomes something you naturally do. Years later, people may look at your success and think it happened suddenly. They may believe you were lucky or talented. But what they do not see are the thousands of small, disciplined choices you made when nobody was paying attention. Success is rarely a dramatic moment. It is usually the result of quiet, consistent effort repeated for a long time. The truth is that life will always contain pain. There is no path that avoids it completely. The only real choice you have is deciding which type of pain you are willing to experience. You can experience the temporary discomfort of discipline, or you can experience the long-term pain of regret. One of them lasts for a moment, the other can last for a lifetime. Years from now, you will either thank yourself for the discipline you practice today, or you will wish you had started earlier. So when you feel tired, when you feel like quitting, when the easy option looks more attractive, remind yourself of this simple truth. The pain you feel while building your future is nothing compared to the pain of realizing you never tried. Choose discipline today so you don't have to live with regret tomorrow.